Have you ever noticed how the moment you're given responsibility, something inside you tightens? You start second-guessing yourself. You worry about being fair. You worry about being liked. You worry about making the wrong call. Most people think leadership is about control, but the greatest leader in history taught something far quieter and far harder. Stay with me. This wisdom doesn't just make you a better leader, it makes you a better human being. Lesson 1. Leadership begins before anyone is watching. Think about your daily life. You return extra change at a store. You don't exaggerate your work hours. You keep a promise no one would notice if you broke. Psychologically, this is where leadership actually forms, in moments without applause. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived this long before he had followers, before any authority, before any power. He was known simply as the trustworthy one. Not because he claimed moral high ground, but because people experienced his integrity. This wasn't branding, it was character. The Quran describes this inner alignment clearly. Indeed, Allah commands justice and excellence. Justice isn't situational, it's who you are when convenience whispers otherwise. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If integrity collapses in private, leadership collapses in public. Stay with me, because the next lesson explains why power often changes people and why it never changed him. Lesson 2. Authority doesn't make you superior. Modern leadership culture subtly teaches this lie. If you're in charge, your time matters more. But look at the prophet in moments of authority. A man once pulled him sharply by his cloak, demanding help. No security, no outrage, no humiliation. The prophet didn't react from ego. He listened. This emotional restraint matters more than we realize. Psychologically, power amplifies what already lives inside you. It doesn't improve it. The prophet warned clearly, the leader of a people is their servant. Leadership in his life was never elevation, it was responsibility. If you're still here, you already understand something most people never do. But now comes the hardest part. Leadership when emotions run hot. Lesson 3. Control yourself before you try to control others. Picture this. You're under pressure. Someone disrespects you publicly. Everything inside wants to snap back. The prophet redefined strength in that exact moment. He said, "The strong person is not the one who overpowers others, but the one who controls himself when angry." This isn't passive behavior, it's emotional mastery. Anger narrows thinking, calm widens it. When leaders react emotionally, people don't feel safe, they feel managed. And safety, not fear, is what builds trust. Stay with me, because what comes next quietly changes how you see justice itself. Most people believe fairness means treating everyone the same. The prophet taught something deeper. Fairness means truth over favoritism, even when it costs you. Lesson 4. Justice is loyalty to truth, not to people. A powerful tribe once tried to protect one of their own from punishment. They assumed connections would override principle. The prophet responded calmly and firmly. If my own daughter were to steal, I would apply the law to her. This wasn't harshness, it was moral clarity. Leadership collapses when rules bend for insiders, and people always notice, even if they stay silent. This level of justice creates trust that outlives any personality. But what happens when leadership brings exhaustion, isolation, burnout? That's the final lesson. Lesson 5. Leaders need mercy as much as strength. We rarely talk about this. Leadership can be lonely. The prophet felt grief. He lost loved ones. He was rejected, mocked, hurt. Yet the Quran describes his leadership with one defining quality. It is by mercy from Allah that you were gentle with them. Mercy wasn't weakness, it was emotional intelligence. Harshness fractures people. Gentleness invites growth. If you lead without mercy, you may get compliance, but you will never get loyalty. Warning: the cost of ignoring this wisdom. When leadership becomes ego-driven, people disengage, trust erodes, relationships quietly die, and eventually leaders become isolated inside their own authority. Not punished, just alone. The prophet showed another way. Leadership in his life was never about domination. It was about character under pressure, truth under temptation, mercy under strain. If this wisdom is helping you become a calmer, clearer, more grounded version of yourself, stay connected to more of it. And remember, Allah's guidance was never meant to burden the heart, but to steady it.